Hi students, this is John Schaefer. Welcome to Anthropology 175 HUA. I am your instructor. Let me minimize this so we can go through the class. Minimize down here. Okay, so here's the Canvas site. I'm going to publish it here in a bit. As you can see, there's some information here, how you can get in touch with me, and we have 9 modules. Next, I'm going to go up here to Syllabus and click on Syllabus. So you can see here, this tells you all you need to know. The first thing says that this is John Schaefer, this guy, John Schaefer, and not Dr. Cinnamon, who is also John. Um, there's Dr. Cinnamon. He's the original course author. He has more hair than I do, although he's also an old white guy with a beard who teaches anthropology at the regionals. There's a third old white guy with a beard who teaches anthropology at Oxford, and you'll also see him in the videos, Dr. Mark Peterson. But none of them have anything to do with this section. This section right here is me. So you contact me. Don't go emailing Dr. Cinnamon. He will not know what to do with it. He will send it to me. He will say, hey, this is one of yours. About Anthropology 175, Global Cultural Diversity, you can see here it is still Peoples of the World, technically, until spring 2022. But when we did the refresh, we refreshed this Canvas online, asynchronous online course in March. And so when we did it, we changed it already to Global Cultural Diversity because that was the name already in the system. But it won't be visible to the students until spring 2022. Let's see. Here's a little bit about global cultural diversity and anthropology, our learning objectives, etc. We have a couple things you need to buy. Number one, a book by L. Keifa Roland, Cuban Color in Tourism and La Lucha. It's a short book. It's about $20. It's in the library, or at least it was, and you can buy it online or through the library, through the bookstore. The second thing is the film. So there's a film here called Life and Debt from 2001, and there's a link for you to watch it, but you're gonna have to pay. Amazon Prime has it for $3.99. This is a streaming rental. So if you haven't done this, you got to be careful because you can rent it tomorrow, um, and it'll be available for like 12 months for you to watch. But once you click play on it, then you have to watch it within the next 72 hours, usually. We're not going to get to it in the class until Module 5 on globalization. So you don't want to start watching it tomorrow when you buy it or you rent it, because then you have to finish it up, over the weekend. But then, in a couple weeks, you will need to have watched it recently so that the ideas are still fresh in your mind. So you would have to rent it again if you wanted to watch it again, or you have to take really good notes the first time, or whatever. So just be careful on that, on Life and Debt. You may want to wait until you get to the assignment before you go about renting it. We have 9 modules here, modules 1 through 3, module 4, then modules 5 through 7, and modules 8 and 9. So there are culminating assignments. There's 4 big assignments after each module. Basically, an ethnographic paper and a midterm due the same week, week 3. We do sort of the first half of the course in the first 2 weeks, and week 3 we do the paper and the midterm, and then we do the next 2 weeks we do the last half of the modules, and then week 6 we do the second paper and the final exam. So it's all very quick. It goes very quick. All work is going to be due on Sunday nights at 11:59 p.m. So it's midnight Monday morning, but Sunday night really is when you need to get it done. Um, the one exception is Independence Day weekend. So the very first assignment is not going to be due Sunday. It's going to be due Tuesday. That's because it's a 3-day weekend, and some of you will be traveling perhaps and getting back on Monday. So you need to get you don't need to get it in on Sunday night. You have until Tuesday at midnight, but then the following week it's going to be due Sunday, and it'll be like that for the rest of the session. Let's see. Basically, there's three different little assignments that you have to do every week. You have to do study questions, which is like a little mini paper, 1 to 3 pages usually, depending on how concise you are. Um, two to three maybe. And then there are quizzes, online quizzes, 10 questions, multiple choice. And then there are discussions that you have to post to. So you post a discussion. The quizzes and discussions are 10 points each, and then the study question responses are 20 points usually, although that changes a little bit sometimes. And you'll see it down here at the bottom. For the discussions, these discussion boards, you have to make a posting where you respond to the question on your own, and then there's two additional responses to your classmates, um, responses that you make to the postings of your classmates. So make sure you get all those in. We have 1,000 points total, but about 1,050 or something like that, 1,060 possible points. So there's no bonus or extra credit. It's already built in. It is possible to get over 100% if you're very diligent. Quizzes, there's a study questions, a solid paragraph, discussion postings and reply. I already talked about those. They should be thoughtful engagement. Shouldn't just say, "Hey, I love what you said." Period. Uh, you gotta do a bit more than that. And then these cumulative assignments, ethnographic, these are the four big projects: ethnographic observation 1, and midterm exam, and then ethnographic observation 2, and the final exam. So the first one is just observation. You can go anywhere. It doesn't have to be exotic or international. Um, ethnographic observation 2, we're trying to get you into spaces where you can observe some global culture a bit more. Um, and then the final exam, and that's it. Online essentials here. What you should do is check your Canvas class site at least 4 times a week. Check your Miami email every day or two. Get your assignments done. Due date and time. Complete all readings and activities in a timely manner. Spend at least 12 hours a week working on your class. Notify me if you have any trouble. Keep an open mind regarding the material and other people's opinions. We're dealing with cultural diversity here, so remember, um, have a lot of grace for people's opinions, even if you think they're wrong. I, as the instructor, will try my best to check the Canvas site every day, check my email at least twice a day, respond to emails within 48 hours, return phone calls within 48 hours, uh, get that grading done before too long. And yeah, my office hours, it's like 10 to 12 every day, every weekday, Monday through Friday. But you can email me, text me. You can even set up a meeting with me if you want, face to face on Zoom or something like that, or call me. On my cell, you can text me on my cell if I'm not responding to email, if it's an emergency. Not after 9 p.m., please, and identify yourself in the text so I know who it is. And there's my cell phone number. Um, and that's it. Let me get back big here again. Thank you so much for taking this course. I really value each one of you, and I hope you have a great time. It is a difficult course due to the workload. Okay, so you're fitting 14 weeks into 6 weeks, um, and so that means a lot of work. It's not hard work, but it is lots. Just be sure. One of the worst things in the world is to get piled up with so much work that because you're so far behind, and it's just so daunting. And so the best way to prevent that is just to spend a little bit every day or every 2 days, a little bit of time working on this course. And I promise you, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay? Thanks so much. Welcome to the course, and see you online.